Hey everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a wonderful winter sale to all. Here are 5 great games for under $1 each, just in time to make some digital stocking stuffers or for using up that leftover balance on your Steam gift cards. 5. Abandoned. Abandoned, or Through Abandoned, it seems to be named differently at times, is a short, simple point-and-click adventure game that follows the journey of a man searching for his missing brother after receiving a cryptic letter and following his trail to a mysterious parallel world. As far as adventure games go, it's definitely bare bones, but does a great job of capturing that otherworldly feel of a game like Myst. The art has a unique hand-drawn look to it and a minimal soundscape, which I think helps solidify that otherworldliness and makes it feel like its own game rather than an imitation of something else. The game is short, it took me about an hour or so after getting stuck in a couple of places, but if you enjoy it, there is a sequel that's also available pretty cheap too. 4. Lunaform. Lunaform is a puzzle game where the goal is to build up a planet from stardust by guiding the correct star to the correct hexes in increasingly challenging stages. To complete each level, you must fill every hex by moving them into the path of the incoming stars of similar colors, while avoiding stars of other colors. As you can imagine, the star patterns become increasingly complex, the hex grid gets larger, and you unlock additional abilities that help you contend with the increasing challenge. I'm not sure what it is about winter that draws me to these sorts of relaxing cosmic puzzle games, but this one reminds me a lot of Awe, which I mentioned in last year's winter sale video. If you're a fan of challenging puzzle gameplay that relies on quick reflexes and forethought, then Lunaform is a great one to turn off the lights with and get sucked into. 3. Midnight. Midnight is another puzzle game with a simple premise where you have to guide a star to the goal in each single screen level. You control the direction and velocity of the star, and that's about it. After that, it's all trial and error, but it's so satisfying when you finally make that perfect shot. The most accurate comparison for this game I could make would probably be the sort of old sharer golf games that you might get free with a PC magazine or something back in the 90s. For that reason, it actually had a really nostalgic feel for me, despite it very much being its own thing. No, this one isn't going to pull you away from any of the month's big releases that you might be playing, but it's a great one to keep open on a laptop to pick up and play throughout the day. 2. Roommaze. Roommaze is a hardcore first-person 3D roguelike with procedurally generated levels and pretty much all the other trappings you would expect from such a game, including of course literal traps. The game is built on the Unreal 4 engine, and this footage you are seeing absolutely does not do the game justice. Unfortunately, my graphics card went out before I recorded this footage, so here I'm running on integrated graphics on pretty much the lowest settings. I did get a chance to play on higher settings with a smooth frame rate, however, and the game looked fantastic. Gameplay wise, it is surprisingly deep with lots of equipment, enemies, traps and treasures to discover, and magical effects, stat bonuses and debuffs to mix things up as well. The game is tough, and whether the lack of a tutorial is a bug or a feature will be dependent on the player. Figuring out how to play is something of a puzzle and a part of the game in itself, so if some confusion in exchange for never quite knowing what's around the next corner sounds like a fair trade to you, then Roommaze is definitely worth checking out. 1. Puzzle Agent. Puzzle Agent is sort of like a mix of Professor Layton and Fargo with a dash of Twin Peaks. When a mystery arises at the Scoggins Razor Company, Agent Nelson Tethers from the FBI Puzzle Division is sent to get to the bottom of it. You must explore the town of Scoggins, Minnesota, solving brain teasers and trying to unravel a bizarre conspiracy involving the even more bizarre residents of the town. The game is actually an early project by Telltale, better known for The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Batman, and other adventure game series. But Puzzle Agent is a much different style of adventure game with a greater emphasis on actual puzzles. So if you're a fan of Telltale, then this is a great chance to see what else they're capable of, and if you're not a Telltale fan based on their more recent titles, then this game might change your mind. I'll be checking out the sequel for sure because the puzzle gameplay and quirky humor just ticks all the right boxes for me, and I'm already hoping for a third installment because it's one of those series I know I'll never get enough of. So there are 5 super cheap games to give you something to play over the holidays, and if you're still looking for more recommendations, you can also check out last year's top 10 video. with just 10 more great games that are likely less than $1 again this year. And if that's still not enough, then all the games in my other sale top 10s are probably on sale too. I mean, it's the Steam Winter Sale, we all know how this works by now. So you know what, just check out the playlist, let it roll, and let me know what games you ended up buying. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you've been following my videos throughout the year. Whether you're a first time viewer or you've been around a little while, I really hope you enjoyed this one and hope to see you back in the new year. So with that, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.